everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Chiara and I run the blog and Instagram Chiara's Atelier, as well as this little crazy nook of the internet. So welcome! Discuss my love for fashion, beauty, skincare in particular, because your girl loves me some skincare, jewelry, because who doesn't want to sparkle, and all sorts of good things, shoes, bags, lifestyle, you get the gist. So if you like that type of content, don't forget to like and subscribe and join this little crazy nook of the internet. I know what I've been absolutely obsessed with. Keep watching. So I thought I would start with makeup because I don't really swap out my makeup all too often. I kind of sometimes get into a rut with makeup. But I did a bit of a shop because we were let back into the wild and I was looking at my makeup bag and I'd been wearing the same makeup for so long and I hadn't really ventured out into anything over a year because I'm too scared to buy makeup online. It's too hard. I know there are pictures of models and everything, but then I become unsure of what color my skin is. So I went into store and I did a bit of damage and I went to Charlotte Tilbury. So I had to shout out this palette that they have done, which is called their Look of Love palette. And it has a bronzer, a face powder, eyeshadows, a blush, and a highlighter. So basically a whole look in one. This is a great everyday kind of throw and go kind of product. I love the bronzer in particular. I use it as an eyeshadow. It's on my eyeballs today. And the blush and everything we love. This is a great product. If you're a lazy makeup wearer like myself, she's a good one. Another thing that I picked up that was revolutionary is the lipstick I'm wearing. I think it's called something like Hailu something. Basically, it's a very moisturizing lip product. And it's this beautiful color. After a year of not properly wearing makeup and properly wearing lipstick, a matte lipstick just feels like too much, but a lip gloss is just too irritating with face masks. So this is that in between. Of course, it's a little bit of a moisturizing lipstick, so the color does transfer sometimes onto the mask. But not the color, the shine kind of comes onto the mask, but the color still remains. It's a very long wearing lipstick despite being shiny. I've been wearing this, eating, drinking, doing all the usual stuff. Yes, of course, it goes off after a while, but after a very long time, and it's very easy to reapply, and it's like one of those lipsticks you can kind of put on without a, what do we call it, a mirror. We like this one, and I got it in the color Passion Kiss. We love it. Another makeup product I have to sing my praise for is the Refy Eyebrow Sculpt. I think that's what it's called. It's this white product. I did an IGTV with my first impressions and I was obsessed. I bought the kit which had the pencil, the pomade. Okay, I don't use all that all the time. It's just too much of an effort for me. I'm lazy. But this is great. You kind of just pop it on. It cements your eyebrows in. Don't know how it does it. And I put on the product and then use the brush to brush the sisters up. And then the sisters stay up because it's almost like a push-up bra for your eyebrows. Highly, highly, highly recommend. If you've got bushy brows or dark brows and you don't need too much filling, it's a great everyday product. So highly recommend. Didn't think I would ever care that much about a setting spray. This setting spray, I don't know what sorcery's in it. Your makeup stays on all day with a face mask, with the sweating, with the Sula. It stays with this. I don't know what's in it. No idea. Great. Highly recommend. Buy it. I'll be linking everything down below. Share some jewelry favorites. Now, can we see this turquoise necklace? Can we see it? I'm going to put a picture up as well. But basically, it's these turquoise nuggets, and in between has got some rainbow beads. If you've been to my nook of the internet, you know I love some blue jewelry. I love turquoise. For me, I wear it all year round, but I think turquoise looks best in the sun. It's such a happy necklace, and I think it's such a fun way of doing a turquoise with the little multicolors, and it's not too multicolored that it looks childish. This is from the wonderful brand Ornament Grey. I will leave a link to it down below, guys, and you need to check out some of their colorful beaded jewelry. They also do some beautiful gold jewelry like this one. This is their snake bracelet, and look at the shine of the gold. Look at it. It's so shiny. I feel like one day I'm going to get like a stack of them. Chic, no? Talking about shiny. This is from the brand Heavenly Necklaces. Again, I'm going to leave what what do we call it? I'm going to leave a link to it down below, and I'm going to put a picture up. It is almost like a tennis bracelet, not bracelet, necklace, but it's in the shape of little hearts. But it's obviously not real because this would cost a small fortune. I'd have to sell one or both of my kidneys to afford it. But look how beautiful. It was a beautiful collaboration with Flavia, who's over on Instagram. I will leave a link to everything down below. And this was such a beautiful piece, but you have to be quick because they sell out really fast, and they're beautiful. I mean, absolutely beautiful. If you like that diamond look without the diamond price tag, it's something to check out. And I love it. I'm absolutely obsessed. Now I kind of want to wear it. Should I just wear it all? On to some fashion bits that I have been loving. If you've been to my Nook, you probably have seen that I have been loving this Bottega BV classic bag. I bought this pre-loved and I did a video on it talking about my thoughts, whether I thought it was a great bag, not a great bag, all of that. All the details about the bag is there. So I will leave a link to it up here. I have loved this. Yes, it's a black leather bag and not particularly summer ready or summer vibes, if that makes sense, but it's so classic and it's so chic. And it fits everything that I need without your bag getting overwhelmed with shit. Let's put it that way. I'm obsessed. Like, I would buy this in another color because I just love the style. You can wear it crossbody, you can wear it on the shoulder. Hopefully I will be putting pictures up as I'm talking about this. And I love it. I absolutely, absolutely love it. Something that is a bit more summer appropriate is this shirt, which I cannot button up. Now, this shirt, everywhere I have looked for it, seems to be sold out. So I'm going to leave a link to it and you should be able to put it on a wish list and get it when it comes back into stock. This is the Matto fame. It's become quite popular on Instagram. Matto shirt. I think I bought this from Harvey Nicks in store. So I will leave a link to anywhere I can find it, where you can put it on a wish list. I highly recommend you get it because it's beautiful. It's a beautiful material. Look at the colors. It's like a dad on holiday vibe. Like I always say, my style is granddad chic who turns into drag queens. This is granddad on holiday vibes and I love it. Talking about granddad turning into drag queen chic, let's talk about my dressing gown. My new dressing gown. We love it. She's fabulous. She makes me feel like the woman who would probably say, welcome to my home. My husband has died of mysterious circumstances, but just ignore my pool boy who's now my lover vibes. Oh, I love it. It's just so beautiful because I have a fluffy dressing gown, and anyone who knows me in real life knows that if you come to my home in the evening or when I'm lounging, I'm basically in that. My father calls me Mrs. Castafiore. If you have read Tintin, you know who she is. I'll put a picture of her. And basically I wear my Castafiore coat around the house, but I needed a summery version. I picked this up. I'll try to find it down below because I bought this in real life. Like, who am I? Now I scooched back because I wanted to show you some shoes. I bought myself some Chanel ballerinas because I feel that this summer we're just getting back into dressing cute, making plans, and this is just the perfect pair of shoes to put with a pair of jeans, dresses, ladylike shoes. I'm obsessed. I'm kind of surprised I didn't have them before, and I have so far, since I bought them, I have worn them a lot. So I think a ballerina is a good investment for this summer. I'm gonna put a link to some other ones down below and I'll link up the Chanel ones. Dad sandals, you know, they come back. I know people don't love them, but last year I managed to get these Hermes ones. Honestly, I don't have the foggiest clue what they're called. I know they don't do these anymore because I asked my essay if they do, but they have something called like the Cayes or the Cayennes or something where it's basically without the back strap but just this. You've probably seen them all over Instagram now. But yes, I love a dad sandal. I have a couple of pairs of Chanel ones. I've seen some great ones from Mango. I don't have the dad sandal like that from Chanel. I just have like slippers and I love those. But I was thinking about getting an ugly sandal, and the places that seem to have them are some high street stores like Mango, Zara. No, I don't know if I've seen Mango. I've definitely seen some Mango and some in other places. So we'll leave a link to any dad sandals that I think are just the vibe. Then I look at the internet. I've become a sneakerhead. Is that what the kids are calling it? Sneakerheads. But anyway, sneakerhead Chiara got these shoes because Hailey Bieber got these. So I wanted them because I am now a Hailey Bieber stan, as the kids are saying, and I've been wearing it. There would have been pictures hopefully of these outfits, because otherwise just been talking. Now into the bigger sector, which is some skincare, hair care, body. Okay, let me do the body product because it's only one product. It is the Aveeno Skin Relief Moisturizing Lotion. This, why hadn't I ever heard of anyone talking about this before? If you suffer from eczema, psoriasis, anything like that, this is the body cream that you should be using. I know it's a little depressing that it doesn't smell and it doesn't come in a frou-frou bottle, but this will change your life. Like, I have really bad psoriasis. I have this patch. It's hard to get rid of now, but it doesn't irritate it. It doesn't upset it. There's a different version that if you're looking for a not tutti frutti, but if you're looking for a bit more of a different one, it's like an almond scented with almond oil version, and that's also great. It doesn't really affect my skin too much, but I use that one the most. Then, do we do scents? Let's do scents, and they're both from Tom Ford. This one is the Grey Vetiver scent. Now, you know I have loved this one because we're nearly at the bottom. This is, I'm going to leave a note here of what the actual notes are, because I'm just going to say it smells like a sexy man. It smells like a nice, sexy, clean man that you probably rolled around in bed with together, and you now smell like him. It just smells so vetiver-y. It's the only way I can describe it, and it's not too heady. It's nice and light, because sometimes Tom Ford fragrances, as beautiful as they are, I find them too heavy and too heady. I feel a little drunk from the whole situation. But another one that is a little bit more like, my name is Lola, I was a showgirl vibes, is Bitter Peach. It basically smells like a boozy peach, but like has that, there's a fancy French word that they use when they describe perfumes where it's almost like an edible scent. Nom, 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 nom. It really is. It's a little pungent at first. I remember spraying this on very many moons ago now when we were going into shops and stuff, and I thought, oh, this smells like sickly teenage girl perfume. Walked away because I was like, I'm not going to wear that insipid smell. Came back to it. Smells, it just develops so beautifully on your skin, and I love it because I had the same reaction to another Tom Ford perfume called Lost Cherry, where it has this initial like scent and you're like, oh, that's too sweet, but then over time it develops into this sexy, musky, peachy cherryness depending on the scent, and it's just glorious. So I highly recommend it. Then we want to be glowing goddesses. Now I know what you're thinking, Chiara, you're brown, you don't really need any sort of tan. True, I don't. But this is a great product to put into your moisturizer to give your face a little bit of a lift. When you feel flat and grey, brown girls, you know what I mean. So I've been loving this Super Gloss product by Tan Luxe. I would just put in a drop into my moisturizer and pop it on, and I feel glowy and goddessy as ever. To hair care. If you've been to my nook of the internet, you've probably seen me talk about this or seen it in every sort of situation. This is the Gizu hair oil by Negan Misserlei. I don't want to be pronouncing it wrong, but we all know Negan. Her hair is just glorious. It's like, she is basically the goddess of hair. I do not have hair like Negan, but I pretend I do when I use this. If you have dark hair like me, hair oil can become a bit of a drag. You can use it when your hair is wet. Any hair oil seems to do the job. But sometimes it can make your hair a bit too greasy. And also you can't really reapply hair oil onto dry hair. But not with this. Doesn't that sound like a QVC yet? Not with this. You feel great. But yeah, basically, you can use this in the tops of your hair if you need to, like to defrizz, and use it at the ends, which I love. I remember buying this blindly online without ever seeing it in real life, not knowing whether it was good or not, and it hasn't disappointed me. But now it's launched in the UK in Selfridges, so you can always go and have a little peek if you want to see it in real life. But I highly recommend it. I have used countless bottles of this, and I've got a few friends onto this, so I'm just saying, the proof is in the pudding. My hair feels nourished, feels glorious with it. But something that I'm scared to tell you, because I feel like I'm letting out a secret of ancient times, is Fable and Mean's hair mask. I am obsessed. I have bought backups of this because I do not want to be without. It is basically done by the wonderful sibling duo And it's, what I love about this hair mask is it's not a hair mask that you have to keep on your hair for like 150 hours whilst you're naked, in a shower, after a shampoo, all of that. You can put it on your hair and it works as quickly as 5 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see this. Yeah. And it's great. I love this. Now, before I got a haircut after lockdown, I was using this religiously. And when I went to the hairdresser did turn around to me and said, oh my God, your hair is in great condition considering it hasn't had so much, like had any sort of touching by a hairdresser, which I really put down to this. And I highly, highly, highly recommend it. Ooh. And it smells delicious. Look at it. It's like this yellowy, thick stuff that you put in your hair and it just... She does a lot. She's good. Highly, highly recommend for parched hair and for healthy hair, because we all know Indian girls have good hair because they care about their hair. They put all this stuff in their hair. I'm too lazy to do all of that. But Fable and Mane came in and they also have a hair oil that I do use as well. What I like to do is I like to put it in my hair before I go to work out and then shower, and then it's all done. Brilliant. Now on to some skincare. Now, I bought the Promise Keeper Blemish Sleeping Facial by Allies of Skin. I had heard some great stuff about this. You know, it's an expensive product, so I was a bit, you know, hesitant to buy something I'd never seen in real life again. But it's great. I have used this and noticed like I had spots like popping out, you know, from clogged pores or whatever else. It keeps the spots at bay. I don't know what sort of sorcery is in this, but I love it. But also, guys, it's quite a tough product, so always make sure to wear SPF the next day afterwards, because it's got a bunch of antioxidants, it's got rose hip oil in it, it brightens and all these type of things, and it's a nighttime facial mask, so I highly recommend that. It's quite new into my collection, to be honest. Now onto some old favorites. I don't know if anyone else is having this, but my skin has still not got used to the idea that it gets suffocated every so often by a face mask. So the two products that's really helped with that has been the Avene Hydrance Rehydrating Serum, basically. You can see I have used this, so I am not lying when I say that I love it. When my skin was getting red and angry, and I use this serum and it really helps to like calm the sisters down, calm a girl down. So I put this on and then I follow it on with, again, you know I love it when it's misshapen, which is the Avene Skin Recovery Cream. I have used this for years. I always have it in my stash because whenever my skin is feeling a little angry, has some sort of reaction or anything like that, goes a little red, this is what I reach for. Nothing fancy, nothing too crazy, but this just does the job, and I always recommend this to anyone who's got really sensitive skin, so absolutely love that. I've been buying a lot of my skincare from the drugstore just simply because during lockdown, that was all that was open. So I was just going and wandering around and I found some great gems. And one is the Hylu B5 La Roche-Posay eye cream. Now, we all know, if you've been to my nook of the internet, that I love the B5 Hylu serum. I love that product. I have sung about that product so much. So I wasn't disappointed by the eye cream. It's great. It just comes out like this. It's a bit of a thicker moisturizer. You just pat it in. It's great. You can wear it during the day. It doesn't interfere with your makeup and it's wonderful. Talking about the La Roche-Posay B5 Love, they released an SPF. And now this is an SPF 30. So if your makeup does have some SPF, this is a good one to wear underneath. Obviously, if it's incredibly sunny and you're going to be sitting out in the sun, I would highly recommend using a stronger SPF. And I do have another one, which is a La Roche-Posay one, if I can find it. I will put a picture of it because for some weird reason I cannot find it. It's the La Roche-Posay one, and it's the 50, and it's the orange one, and it's a non-carcinogenic one. So it doesn't clog your pores. So that's an SPF 50, which I absolutely love. But this I adore. This texture is, if you've probably seen this all over Instagram, because it is worth shouting about. It comes out blue, which is quite unique, and it just blends in. There's no white cast, nothing. So girls of color, this is a great SPF for you, and it just leaves your skin looking glowy, hydrated, like the queen that she is. So highly recommend this, guys. Try it out. And my last product that I want to talk to you about is La Roche-Posay again, which is the Effaclar Purifying Foam gel for oily sensitive skin. I don't have particularly oily skin. I've started to get a bit of oil on my T-zone area, but this is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful cleanser. I do a double cleanse with this whenever I wear makeup or I go out. It takes everything off. It clears out your skin like no other, but it doesn't strip your skin, because I know when people hear the word foam, it doesn't foam up like a bubble bath. There's a little bit of foam, and she cleans, she takes the gunk, and she keeps you fresh, and it just is the perfect amount of cleansing without it being too stripping. So I highly, highly, highly recommend this. I've got a backup already because that's how much I love it. You know I love something if I've got backups upon backups in the house. I know it was a bit of a long one, so I apologize for that. But leave me a comment down below and let me know what you have been loving. But leave me a comment down below and let me know what you've been loving, because remember, sharing is caring. And I hope to see you guys again soon, and take care, stay safe, stay sane, and come back again. Tell me more things. Lots of new things. Bye.